When there's no more room in hell, the dead will listen to Bloodfest, the podcast.
Oh, sorry, just vibing. Hey, hello. I might be high. Hello, and welcome to Bloodfest, the podcast. Podcast? Pidcast?
The what?
The what? I don't know. I wasn't ready for this. Hello, and welcome to Bloodfest, the podcast. My name's Nate, and I'm high as hell. So, anyway, tonight. Casey couldn't join us because he's a pussy and can't handle just a tiny bit of heat stroke. And Lydia had an actual family emergency, and we're not making jokes about that. But my good friend Josh is here. Josh! How are you, baby?
I am a family emergency.
You are a family emergency. Jesus, what's wrong with me? And also, my good friend Joey is here. Joey, how you doing tonight?
I'm also a family emergency.
You can't just say the same thing. Make a different joke.
I am also a family emergency.
That's the same joke. You just said it into the mic. What?
I don't know. It sounded more confident to me.
I know. Well, he's like I am an emergency. So hey, I got really high today, and watched Tentacles. Have you guys ever seen Tentacles?
I've had Tentacles.
Okay, man. This is an Italian movie from early 80s, and it is a Jaws ripoff with a giant squid. And I'm going to tell you this. Claude Aiken is in it, and he is not in the first 10 people listed in the cast.
Did you say Clay Aiken?
Claude Aiken. Claude Aiken! You know Claude Aiken. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying
My
is
back's aching.
this had a packed cast, man. It's got John Huston. It's got a... Oh, man. I'm ripped. Hold on. Because it's got like a cast you would not believe for a shitty Jaws ripoff.
Henry Fonda was in it, right?
Yes, Henry Fonda. Yes.
I think you remember. You sent me the cast list, and I remember that one.
Yeah. Henry Fonda, John Huston, Shelley Winters, Bo Hopkins, Sherry Buchanan, Claude Akins, John White, Leonard Lightfoot. I don't know who that is. But anyway, it's pretty good.
Gordon Lightfoot. I know who that is.
Gordon Lightfoot, man. Sundown.
Yep.
You better
R.I.P.
beware.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah. Lake, whatever it said, never gives up her dead.
I don't know.
The Great Gitchy Gumi or whatever. I don't know. You know, it's hard to get that movie, that music in a movie because the song belongs to all of the relatives of the people who died on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Really?
Yeah, he gave it to them. Yeah. So you've got to get them
an
all
asshole.
to agree.
Well, aren't most of them dead?
No, not really. It's not been that long ago.
Was it like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was like last month, I think. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, much better.
God damn it! Do you have a mic hooked up to that? That was like really clear.
So what the fuck are we doing? Were we gonna talk about a movie? No, I was gonna talk about. Hold on, Tentacles. I watched Tentacles, right? It's a Jaws
that's what it was.
ripoff, right? So you know how early in Jaws, little Alex Kintner goes out on his little yellow raft and the shark eats him.
I don't know what Jaws is.
You fucker. Anyway, the way this movie does that, there's a woman with a baby carriage with a baby in it walking along the beach. And then she sees one of her friends, and she just walks the fuck away and leaves her baby sitting there in the baby carriage. And she's having this conversation with her friend.
I like her already.
Giant octopus eats the baby. That's how the movie starts.
Hold on, I gotta go watch this movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's honestly, it's as far as Jaws ripoffs go, it's not bad. It's no Jaws 5 Cruel Jaws, but it's pretty good.
You had me at eats the baby.
There's a whole scene. So Bo Hopkins plays a guy who trains orcas because
Bob Hoskins?
No, Bo Hopkins. You would know him. Look him up. You'll know him. You'll know the face
All right,
immediately.
I gotta go. I'm
Okay.
gonna go look this guy up.
Yeah, go do that. But anyway, there's a scene where he is talking to orcas and saying, all right, I know we're in your home now, speaking about the ocean, and if I let you go and you just leave, well, we're all going to be fucked. I need you to help me. You're the only ones that can help me take down this monster. Will you stay with me? And he's just pep talking killer whales before he opens the gate and lets them out into the ocean. It's genius, really.
Okay, that's pretty great.
So, what the fuck was I Oh, yeah, that's right. So we are here to talk about a little movie called The Blackening. So, have you seen this yet, Josh? Are you familiar with this movie?
I've seen this.
You have seen this. What did you think of this?
Well, it's no The Whitening, but it was pretty good.
No, that, The Whitening's that movie that Ben Shapiro's in.
Oh, God. I was going to say Deliverance, but...
Deliverance is pretty good. You know, Deliverance
a
is
Whitening,
a good
isn't
movie, but have you ever seen Southern Comfort?
I have not. I've drank Southern Comfort.
It's a Walter Hill movie. It's got Powers
Well,
Booth.
I'm already in.
Yeah, it's got Powers Booth. It's got Keith Carradine. It's got other people in it that you know too. But it's a group.
Walter Hill guys.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Walter Hill's gang. So it's a group of what do you call them? They're army, but at the state level, National Guard. National Guard guys on a training mission down in the swamps in the bayou, and they steal some canoes to try to cross a river, and then the Cajun guys that the canoes belong to are like screaming at them and shit. So one of the National Guard guys opens fire with his machine gun. They have blanks. They only have blanks. They're on a training mission. But of course, none of these Creole dudes know that, so they immediately shoot back and kill the sergeant. And so now these guys are being hunted by the Cajuns and trying to escape. It's pretty good. It's a little Vietnam War allegory. It's got Powers Booth, and I will never not love a movie with Powers Booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's so weird, man. You know, his great uncle murdered President Lincoln.
Really? Oh, shut up.
What? Am I making that up, or is it true?
I'm pretty sure it's spelled differently.
Is it?
But now you're gonna have to hold on a second. No, you're full of shit.
Yeah, I know. I just made that shit up. Yeah.
Well, it had me thinking though.
If he was, I bet he would have changed his name if he was related to that Booth family. I mean,
I don't know. That wouldn't have been a deal breaker for me. He played Jim Jones, and I still love him.
That's true. You know, though, when he played Jim Jones in that TV miniseries, it's very different than the story we think of about Guyana now, about Jonestown, because the tapes had not come out at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we still thought it was just a mass suicide. We didn't realize it was actually a mass murder.
Wait a minute, it's a mass murder?
Yeah. So, okay.
I knew about, like, Councilman, or what was it, Congressman Ryan or whatever.
Yeah.
He murdered him.
Most of the people there did not know that the Flavor Aid was poisoned, that they were dying. And the people who, like, tipped to it either drank it or got shot. Yeah. It was a mass murder. They weren't all in for killing themselves. Anyway, The Blackening. The Blackening is a horror comedy directed by Tim Story, who you might know from Barbershop. He directed Barbershop. He also directed the Fantastic Four with Captain America.
What?
Captain America and the Fantastic Four.
Like both of them? Because I don't think Captain America was in Fantastic Four.
Chris Evans that plays Captain America.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So that's what Tim Story's known for. And it's...
the one with the commish.
Yes, the one with the commish. Yes. Well, or what's the other show he was in? The Bag?
The Shield, but I don't know what his name was in that.
I think doesn't he play like a dickhead in that? Isn't he like a bad cop?
Probably.
I mean, ACAB, all cops are bad except the commish and Columbo. We like the commish and Columbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, ACAB does not include the commish or Columbo. So anyway, Tim Story directed it. It's based on a short film. I did not know that. It's written by Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins. And Dwayne Perkins, actually, hold on, I'm going to check this. Dwayne Perkins was a writer-producer on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which explains a lot to me about the comedy style on this.
Okay.
Do you guys watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
it twice. It's
Like,
fantastic.
oh, okay. No, I thought you were saying I watched like 2 episodes. But you
Oh,
said
no,
you
no,
watched
no,
the
no, no.
entire series twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is fantastic. Even though it's propaganda. ACAB, baby. ACAB. Um, and the other writer on it is Tracy Oliver, whose name did not ring a bell to me. She went to Stanford, so she must be rich. She co-wrote Barbershop: The Next Cut. Oh, she's one of the writers of Girls Trip. She wrote the television series First Wives Club and the film The Sun Is Also a Star.
White Chicks.
She did not write White Chicks. No one wrote I want to be clear on this. No one wrote White Chicks. The Damons took shitty drugs and said, how can we get more money out of the idiots that think we're funny? The Wayans. Not the Damons. The Wayans.
It's hilarious.
It is not... Oh, explain to me what's funny about that movie, please.
The Wayans are funny.
Say it into the mic.
I just did.
Funny how? Funny how? Are they clowns? Do they amuse you?
How's Robin
Goodfellas
Williams funny?
reference.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So anyway, the concept of the Blackening is a group of friends who are all black are getting together for the weekend at a cabin.
Some blacker than others.
Yeah, some are. Yeah, we will get to that. Yes, they're getting together for the weekend at a cabin for a Juneteenth celebration. It's kind of a double thing. It's a Juneteenth celebration, and also it's kind of a reunion for these friends who haven't all seen each other in a while. And when they get there, they find unexpectedly a special game room where there is a game called The Blackening, and it is just setting out on a table, and the game board has a piece in the middle that is incredibly racist looking. It looks somewhat like the character of Little Black Sambo from the Little Black Sambo books, which you were unlikely to see in libraries today because it looks like that. And the concept of the game is you have to pick a card, you get a question, you answer the question, you move ahead a space. If they get 10 questions in a row correct, their friend, who they didn't know was kidnapped but is, will live. So that's the concept. That's how it starts. So Josh, give me your lowdown. What do you think of this movie? What was your feeling on it?
I laughed my ass off, and it takes me back to probably, I don't know, mid 90s maybe, when you could laugh at things and not be ashamed about it. Every single other little thing that they said, I can't repeat. It's not something for us to tell other people that we watched. It's just for us to fucking love it.
So as a white person who loves horror movies and has been very aware for a long time how many tropes in horror movies are, frankly, racist. I felt a lot of catharsis at this. I cannot imagine how fucking good this film must be if you're a black horror fan and seeing these things addressed.
Yeah.
If we had any sense, we would have gotten a guest for tonight. Someone who, might have stronger footing to talk about this than we do. But I'm an idiot and I get high a lot.
Well, if Joey hadn't come on camera last week, we could have said that he was black.
Yeah, nobody would know. Nobody would know. Jesus. So I have to say, some of my favorite parts of this, the whole bit where the game says they have to sacrifice the person that they believe is the blackest, and they're having the conversation, Manundi, they're like, you're literally African, from Africa. And he's like, no, my father's from Africa, I'm from Oakland. No, that makes it worse. And then the one guy, he's like, no, you're gangster. And he's like, ex-gangster, I changed my ways. I'm married to a white woman. No, that makes it worse.
And then 30 seconds later, he's grabbing a gun.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Because you didn't see that coming.
And the one guy who no one thought was invited and they don't like much, who's incredibly nerdy, traditionally nerdy, kind of the nasally voice, the glasses, the whole thing. When they claim he's the blackest, so he'll be sacrificed, and his response is, "I voted for Trump twice," and everybody's gasps when he says that. I very nearly peed myself. I
Yeah.
very nearly peed myself. So I honestly watched this whole movie. I did not find a weak spot in it. It's very tightly paced. It's very well acted all the way around. It's well written. It's hilarious. What was your favorite part?
A lot of some of the jokes I can't really say because it'll spoil it,
Yeah.
but a lot of it revolved around the Trump comment because there's
Yeah.
they come back to it and
Yes.
and they're like, yeah, it was mostly a Trump thing.
It's mostly the Trump thing. Yeah. You were gonna kill me. It's mostly the Trump thing. Yeah. I got a big kick out of that. No, and this movie has a good twist. So it got me because I thought I saw the twist coming, and then I talked myself out of it about who was the bad guy. I talked
Yeah.
myself out of it, and then no, that was it. So I got it early, but they made me feel like I was wrong, like I was falling for a red herring. So I thought they did.
They did a
there.
good job of that.
Yeah.
They kind
Yeah.
of twisted around a little bit.
Yeah.
God love her. I love my wife, but she 10 seconds into it, she's like, "This is it." And so the whole rest of the movie, I had to fucking deal with that. And sure enough, she was right.
So just tell her she doesn't get to watch the next movie.
What's the next movie?
I don't know. Tentacles. Actually, I think tonight I'm going to watch Two Orphan Vampires.
Oh, there you go.
I'm in a little Gene Rollin mood. I was going to watch that today, but my girlfriend said I should watch Tentacles instead. So.
She said Tentacles. You're just too
Oh,
high to
shit.
realize it.
Oh, man. That could have gone well for me.
So you kind of balanced your movie from last night by watching a movie full of old white dudes today.
Yeah. Well, and
Alright.
Shelley Winters. Shelley Winters isn't an old white dude.
I don't know who that is by name.
How do you not know?
I feel
Shelley
like I
Winters?
should.
The Poseidon Adventure.
Nope.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Yes.
There it is.
What movie is Shelley Winters famous for?
Debbie Does Dallas.
That's it exactly. Yes, Shelley
That's
Winters just riding the cock, that time when Ernest Borgnine gives her a facial.
Oh, she's in 10 episodes of Roseanne. That's where I know her from.
Oh, okay. You should know her for more than that. She's Shelley Winters.
I don't remember her.
Do you even know who Ethel Merman is?
Sounds familiar.
Man. So I was watching The Cat Creeps the other day. Have you watched that?
Awesome movie.
Oh my god, the dialogue in that. It's just so screwball.
That's another one of those movies that would not get made today. But
Yeah.
I love the hell out of it.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. They couldn't make Blazing Saddles today. You know why?
Why?
The strike, man. All the writers and directors and actors are on strike.
You're awful. And you should feel bad.
I do feel bad most of the time. That's why I use drugs. I mean, don't you
Perfect.
understand that?
I'm beginning to.
Anyway, so let's give Blackening a star rating. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably give it 4.5, maybe 5. It's definitely, like you said, very well written. I mean, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be, but the parts that weren't funny were good. Like, it wasn't just like a stupid fun movie.
Oh, no, it wrote,
good
yeah.
in it, too.
Yeah, it is a tight, well-paced kind of home invasion horror, right?
And I didn't need star power. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you need that one person in there that
Yeah.
kind of pulls it together. I mean, these people might be famous, but I haven't heard of any of them.
Okay. No,
Well,
I think
one
you have.
dude, he's in SNL, Jay Farrow.
Yeah, Jay Farrow.
He's
Okay.
on Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
So Grace Byers is on Empire, which I have not seen. Jermaine Fowler was on Coming to America, the Coming to America sequel, which I liked. And also,
I haven't seen that. I'm not
Superior-
against it. I just haven't seen it.
Superior Donuts, which is a TV show. Melvin Gregg is on High Flying Bird. Snowfall. Okay, yeah, Snowfall. That's the movie about how the CIA created the crack epidemic. Ex Mayo was a writer for The Daily Show. Um, has been on The Good Doctor, Swarm, The Farewell. Let's see who else here. Antoinette Robertson.
Oh, you know
She's
what? I
known.
lied. I knew
What?
the white guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Antoinette Robinson's on Dear White People, which I have seen. Cinqua Wallace is on Friday Night Lights, which I never watched. The Secret Life of American Teenager, which I've never heard of. So, Jay
My wife
Farrow, of
watched that
course.
for a few seasons. She might have seen him.
Uh, then Yvonne Anuli Orji is on Insecure. So
I don't know what that
they,
is.
they they all have careers. They're all in stuff, just not stuff I'm watching because it's not horror or sleaze.
I would say Jay Farrow.
Jay Farrow's probably the biggest name. Yeah. Jay Farrow's a known.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So now here's the important question, Joey. What star rating would you give it?
I'd give it a 4.5.
And another important follow-up. Did you watch it?
I got about 40 minutes into it, and then I went to bed.
That is better than he's ever done.
Wow.
40 minutes. I bow to you, sir. 40 minutes. That's almost half. That's almost half. That's amazing.
That's enough to get like most of the plot.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you actually know what the movie's about. Yeah, that's actually holy fuck.
I don't know. What? We haven't been recording this whole time?
No. I just noticed I have a phone.
Uh.
I don't know. Casey's not here. Lydia's not here. We don't have a guest. So we love the Blackening. We don't have any deep analysis of it. We really should do a follow-up episode where we get someone to come on with us who, has the space to talk about this kind of movie. But I thought we might talk about some of our favorite black horror films.
We just did.
There's more than one. Blackula. Everybody likes Blackula, right?
I haven't seen that one. I saw like 20 minutes of it when I was like 13.
Okay,
like at overnight.
So Blackula is actually surprisingly good. It really is. You think going into it, you think this is a cheesy cash grab is what it'll be, but they cast an actual Shakespearean actor as the main character, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, and it treats the Blackula myth. It basically moves it to African roots instead of Eastern European roots, and it treats it with some respect. It really does, and it's actually surprisingly good. It's much better than Blackenstein, although I'm not gonna lie, I also love Blackenstein.
I haven't even heard of that one.
How do you not know Blackenstein?
I don't know.
I want you to Google the poster for Blackenstein. I'm gonna do it too because I put it up here. Here we go. Let's see.
What?
Can you see it? Does that show up? Can they see it?
Yeah. No, well,
Blackenstein.
yeah. We can
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
know what it is.
Yeah. Great.
To stop this mother takes one bad brother.
Damn right. Damn right. So listen, blaxploitation movies in the 70s were honestly amazing. They had room to do things that you really couldn't get away with in Hollywood, You've seen Dolomite.
I have not.
You've not seen Dolomite?
I've
Did you not
heard
get
of the,
that
like-
Rudy Ray Moore box set from
I
From
got
Vegas
the
Syndrome?
box. I didn't get the movies in it. I got
Oh.
that, and I got Petey Wheatstraw, but I haven't watched it
Petey
yet.
Wheatstraw, the Devil's Son-in-Law.
I watched like 5 minutes of it, and it was great, but I was
Yeah.
busy, so I had to come back to it.
So Dolomite is his best movie, I think. The Human Tornado is great. Petey Wheatstraw, The Devil's Son-in-Law is great. seriously, man, Rudy Ray Moore had no money and minimal talent, and yet somehow he made amazing movies. After you watch Dolomite, I suggest watching the Eddie Murphy movie, My Name is Dolomite,
Okay.
about the making of Dolomite. It's actually really, really good, and Eddie Murphy reminded me that he actually can act, yeah. Also, Wesley Snipes is in it.
Awesome.
Love me some Wesley Snipes.
90s Wesley Snipes is the best.
Yeah, Blade. Passenger
Yeah.
57. Yeah, 100%.
After 2000s, you don't hear from him as much.
He got into a little bit of trouble with the man.
As you do.
Yeah. And things kind of cooled down for him, but I think he's back.
Oh, I saw him in one of the Expendable movies, and I liked those, so I liked him in that.
See,
I don't know of anything else he's in.
My Name is Dolomite.
No, I mean like after jail time.
That's recent. That's from like last year or the year before.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's from just a couple
I've never
years
even
ago.
heard of it, so I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little upset it didn't get any Oscar nominations.
No, you're not.
No, I really am. It really.
Oh,
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Eddie Murphy nominated for Best Actor.
that would be cool.
Yeah. He was really good. He embodied Rudy Ray Moore. And put your weight on it. Yeah, got
What?
to see what?
What?
Put your weight on it. It's kind of almost one of Dolomite's catchphrases.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. So
I'll
what
come back
other-
knowing what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. What other black horror films?
Well, any Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, Get Out. So here's what the deal's about the Blackening. Post Get Out, black horror has been grim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Blackening brings some comedy back. And not that it shouldn't be grim. Horror should be grim. And Jordan Peele has... By the way, did you know I'm Facebook friends with Jordan Peele?
I knew you were attempting.
Yeah, no, he accepted my Facebook friend request.
Nice.
Yeah. Why? I don't know.
Bored.
I guess.
Because you had
Or-
those mutual friends that you kind of weaseled your way into.
Whatever intern handles that for him was like, this guy doesn't look terrible. I don't
But
know.
you are. You're so terrible.
I am. I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst. I'm like Brita level.
Like the water
What's
filter.
What's the TV show that I love that I talk about all the time?
Golden Girls.
Yes,
Yeah,
Golden
there's
Girls.
Golden Girls.
That's why I do like Golden Girls. But no, Community.
Oh yeah.
Brita's the worst.
Oh yeah. Brita's the worst.
Brita is the worst. Yeah. But speaking of Community, did you hear Donald Glover is writing, producing, and starring in a Lando Calrissian TV series?
No, but that
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah, but I'm done with Star Wars, so
Yeah.
I might still watch it though.
Yeah, because I mean, I always liked Lando. Well,
Yeah.
After a bit.
Honestly, I kind of feel like Donald Glover was the only guy to play the younger version of the character. Because who else is as cool as Billy D. Williams? And I'm not saying Donald Glover is as cool as Billy D. Williams. He's not. No human is. But he can pretend to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if anybody could fill those shoes. So yeah,
No.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Although I do love Donald Glover, so I'd let him try.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Big fan. That kid's got a lot of talent. I guess he's not a kid anymore.
This kid does.
I'm old.
Isn't he
I'm
like
gonna be, I'm gonna
30?
be- Huh?
Isn't he like 30?
He's probably 30, yeah. Well, let's find out. Donald Glover. Donald Glover. Did you know, most people don't know this, but did you know that he is actually, hold on, 39. He's 39.
Oh, okay. Shit,
Yeah.
he's my age.
He's old.
All
Did
right.
you know that he is actually related to another famous actor?
Danny Glover.
What did you say?
Danny Glover?
No, don't be racist. He's Crispin Glover's son.
No, he's not. I'm not even going to look that one up. I did have to look up the Danny Glover thing because I thought that was true because I am racist. But no, it's not fucking Crispin Glover's
It's
son.
hilarious.
Knock it off.
That's hilarious, though. Would that not be funny if that were true?
That would be fantastic.
It would. Also,
It would make his dancing make more sense.
that's what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Oh God, I love that dance in Friday the 13th.
It's absolutely great. It's probably one of the reasons that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, honestly, it's the best thing. It
You
really
almost
is.
don't want him to die, but then you realize he was a fucking annoying shit all the way up until that.
God, well, you know, I think in real life, Crisp.
Hey, how's it going?
Gonna take a break here, and I think in real life, Crispin Glover might be an asshole.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I hope not.
I don't know. You know, there's an alternate universe where Marty McFly was Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. In fact, Back to the Future was filmed with him.
Part of it, yeah. They fired him
Yeah.
partway through and started over,
They
yeah.
had to redo it all with
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, if you look on YouTube, you can actually find videos.
Eric Stoltz as
of
Marty
him.
McFly? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's not as good as
You know what would be interesting, though?
Michael J. Fox.
If it had gone that way,
It would have been.
I might have rooted for him to nail Leah Thompson.
Yeah.
I might want to watch that.
Well, they were in that one movie, weren't they?
Which one?
Shit, what was that?
The Shape of Water.
No.
9.5 weeks.
Debbie Does
No.
Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Oh, Some Kind of Wonderful. Yeah. I never saw it.
Jennifer loves it.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it with her once, but I can't remember if they did it or not.
So, Leah Thompson is in a movie called Casual Sex with Victoria Jackson and Andrew Dice Clay.
Well, not real turned on right now.
Well, okay, at the time, Leah Thompson and Victoria Jackson did something for me. Leah Thompson still does something for me, but Victoria Jackson turned out to be a nut.
Yeah, she went off the rails.
And then Andrew Dice Clay was never anyone I wanted to have.
We should bring her on to talk about the Blackening.
Victoria Jackson? Yes,
Yeah.
we should invite her on. We should definitely invite her on to talk about black people. I'm sure she has things to say.
Speaking of off the rails.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, her and Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I bet they have the same agent.
It's themselves.
Yeah, it's probably. It'll probably turn out that their agent is Rob Schneider.
Oh my god. Get them all on and just turn our cameras off and then just let it go.
Just leave. We'll come back in about 8 hours. All right. What else are we talking about, children?
I think that was it. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
But yeah, okay, so here's your chance, I guess, to kind of teach us, mainly because I'm ignorant, what constitutes being a black horror? Like, do all characters have to be black, or do like a
No, but
majority, or how's
I
the
would-
story goes, or
I would think. Okay, I would think you would have a primarily black cast and themes that have something to do with blackness. Like race should probably play.
okay,
Maybe. I don't know though. Again, because I'm an idiot and I didn't think about reaching out to someone who knew what they were talking about. I just
Well,
said,
we
this
definitely
movie's
do a
awesome. Let's
part
talk
two.
about it. What?
definitely do a part 2 on this.
Yeah.
Try and get
Yeah.
some better
That's
perspective.
what I think. I mean, I think it would be great if it were black creators, but if you go back in time, actually, it's harder to find black creators in mainstream movies.
Because it could be argued that Night of the Living Dead is a black comedy.
It
Got a black hero.
Yes, it does, and it definitely has very much a reading that is about racism in America. So yeah,
I like
would
that
give
one.
you that. Yeah, it's a all-time great. Yes, yes. That was
And
directed by a
Candyman.
guy. Candyman is definitely black horror, 100%. Both versions.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Maybe the second one more.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think
Oh.
there's any black people in Debbie Does Dallas. There's black holes in Debbie Does Dallas.
Look, there's only one black hole that matters.
Barbie
It's-
Blanks.
No, I was gonna say I forgot the name of it, so I can't do it. Sagittarius A. It's at the center of our galaxy, and no, okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. So, was there ever a black Jekyll and Hyde?
I don't know. Hey, Google.
Hold on. Where's that button even at? I don't even know where that button is.
Oh, it's that random point when I realized I don't know how to spell Jekyll. Ooh, there is a 1976 blaxploitation horror film called Dr. Black, Mr. Hyde.
All right. We'll have to put that on the list. Put that on the list. Yeah.
I don't
So
know any of these people.
our good buddy Larry Cohen, that we're all big fans of, that Joey has no idea who I'm talking about. Actually,
It's alive.
He actually, yes, at the stuff. Yeah. He a Return to Salem's Lot. He actually made a number of blaxploitation films.
Really?
Yeah. So he was kind of a go-to guy with black writers and black actors wanting to get something off the ground, and they'd go to him to direct because he could get the backing for it, and he would treat it with some level of reverence given the material they were making.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Big Larry Cohen fan. He wrote Phone Booth.
Phone Booth is a great movie.
Really?
The one with Colin Farrell.
Yes. Yeah. He wrote that.
Yeah, we just talked. I mentioned that last week.
Yeah.
As being like
We were talking about survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's stood out basically in the phone booth.
He made Q, the winged serpent.
Yeah, phone booth was a really great movie.
I still feel like he should have gotten an Oscar for the stuff.
And I had a good cast too. It had Forrest Whitaker in it, and that was pretty early on in Colin Farrell's career.
Was it? What had Colin Farrell done up to that point?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what he's done up to that point.
Okay. So this would be before he made In Bruges.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was like a couple years ago, wasn't it?
It's been more than a couple of years ago. It's been. I'm gonna say more than 10. Hold on. That's such a good movie too. 2008. So like 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Phone Booth was before that.
Yeah, Phone Booth was definitely before that.
Oh yeah, Phone Booth was 2002.
Yeah, 2002.
Yeah.
Minority Report. I don't remember that one very much, but I know I saw it.
Minority Report. Was Colin Farrell in that?
Yeah, Danny Whitwer. I don't know what that means.
I don't remember him. Yeah, he is in that. I don't remember him being in that. It's a Spielberg movie. I liked it a lot. Based on a PKD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joey, you know what I mean when I say PKD?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
What do those letters stand for?
What is it? The letters?
P.
Penis.
K. Joey knows no words that begin with K.
that would go with penis.
Philip K. Dick. The writer, Philip K. Dick.
You were half right.
He said, I love P. Penis. K. Are there words that start with K? What?
God, I wish he was on camera for this one.
I know. Oh, Jesus.
Just
Christ.
watch the wheels turning.
Oh. Wait, cunt. No, that's not a K.
That's not.
Cock. Nope.
Go. No.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, that doesn't go with penis, though.
Kangaroos have penises.
That's a bit of
That's our new catchphrase. Kangaroos have penises.
I mean, obviously not all of them.
Boys have a penis, girls have a pouch.
Oh God,
What?
that's good.
Isn't that how that works? They come in the pouch to make babies?
Yeah, they do.
Did you know the ridge on the head of your penis is actually meant to scoop semen at? Never mind.
Stop.
I read an article.
Was that the end of the sentence?
Yes.
I mean, I've read some too, I guess.
I swear to God, I only read the journal Science for the articles. Not for
Right.
the diagrams of kangaroo penises. I wonder if that's true. Why don't... Never mind. So what now, Josh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Next week when Casey's back, because he won't have listened to this because he doesn't listen to the show. At the end of the show, I'm going to give our new catchphrase, kangaroos have penises! Good night! And he's going to be confused.
That will be fantastic. And we should just like put the camera on him.
Yes, just him. Can we
For like
do
a
that, Joey?
solid 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just see what he says, and especially if he says nothing, just fade out.
Oh, hey, and while he's not here, we should pick what we're going to discuss next week. Let's talk about the surreal vampire Euro sleaze of Gene Rollin.
Oh my God, he would be pissed because he knows about that.
Yeah.
He would have all this time to prepare.
Yeah, but we won't tell him until the show starts. By the way, we're talking about Gene Rollin. What? I think we'd tell him ahead of time.
Yeah, like
because I'm gonna watch
6:45 that night.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Catch up.
People Under the Stairs, Black Horror.
Yes, actually, great, and gets name checked in the Blackening.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
It got mentioned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's absolute classic.
Because that chick was describing people in the basement.
Yeah, that's just the plot of People Under the Stairs.
That was great.
We talked about People Under the Stairs when Sean Whalen was on.
Yep.
Because he's the hero.
That would be a piece of shit move if we invited him on and didn't talk about it.
Invite him on and only talk about Twister. I want to talk to you about folding maps.
Don't fold the maps.
No, seriously, what should we talk about next week, guys?
Debbie Does Dallas.
We've already done that. You know what we should do? We should just listen to whatever Werewolf Ambulance does, and we should do the same movie they do.
I don't know what that is.
Have you not listened to Werewolf Ambulance? They do the same thing we do, but they might be funnier.
So like any other podcast ever?
They have Savini spot sightings because they're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So they talk about where they've seen Tom Savini that week.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Apparently, when the community swimming pool opens up, Savini's there every day. He also sits on his porch, drinks beer, waves to people.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I know. Is he not the coolest human?
Yeah.
Yeah. He really is. All right, guys. I'm out of steam. We want to cover anything else?
I don't have anything.
Josh?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
We could touch a little bit. I haven't got a chance to watch the Crypticon episode because I got butthurt because I wasn't in it. Stupid fucking storm.
Honestly, it hurt me not having you there because you're the one who laughs at my jokes. So I would say the funny pause for laughter, and these guys are all just looking at me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny to because you guys pretended like I wasn't there, right? Just kind of cut out everything that I was in.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
That,
what we did.
that was supposed to be funny.
I've
But
done
no,
drugs since then.
my point was, I wanted to let everybody know that there were several things that we did around, going to Crypticon, and there were 2 instances of eating at a restaurant
Mm-hmm.
where I thoroughly embarrassed my fucking self. Thought I'd share that real quick.
How'd you
We were
embarrass you?
at the Cracker Barrel.
Oh
Barrel.
God,
Jesus.
yes, oh shit.
We're sitting there. Joey, who can see the whole fucking room and knows what's about to happen, says "buddy butthole," which is our kind of game we play back and forth, kind of like the penis game, where you just kind of say it back and forth because you've been told it, you have to say it, right? So I just yell out "buddy butthole."
Oh.
Immediately afterwards, hey, is there anything else I can get you?
That waitress was standing behind you when you did it.
Yep. Didn't hear it and come over. Was there.
Oh God, yes, I forgot about that. I
So
almost died.
yeah, you almost died.
Yeah. Oh, I was so happy.
So fast forward through a pretty good day. Joey and Casey head off to do their thing, and we go eat at Minsky's. One of the best pizza places in Kansas City.
Oh, it's
by
outstanding.
far.
Yeah, outstanding.
Very great. So we're sitting there waiting on our food, and I'm playing on my phone, and Nate says, "Hey, you're looking at porn?" And I said, "All the fucking time," or "absolutely," or something like that. Waitress, right there.
Yeah, she's right there.
Didn't hear it come over. Was right there.
I know the timing couldn't have been better.
And then, I don't know. That just was the second time for me. And
in one day.
in one day.
Oh God, yeah, that was so good. And I don't know-
Consecutive meals.
Here's the deal. I need an explanation because you guys have done the buddy butthole thing for a while. What the fuck is that? Where does that come from?
I'm not sure I know. It's like a 15-year lore.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's up there with Stories for Children?
Smagma Time.
Smagma Time.
Smagma
what was the
Time.
other one? Stories for, yeah.
Yeah, Smagma Time story. Bedtime stories for kids.
Yeah, bedtime stories for kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
That almost got me fired.
It almost got Josh fired.
Josh had already left.
Yeah, it cost me my job back because I was going to come back.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Joey's like, "No, Josh did it."
Yeah. Yeah.
Which actually was a blessing in disguise. And at the time, I wasn't even mad because I'd already had another job. But Joey's like, "In case you were going to come back, you can't."
You can't.
So I hope that job works out for you.
Why did you print it out?
I don't think we did. I think it
You was sitting in the trash can. That's how Eric saw it.
Yeah, no, we printed it. We printed like 3 of them.
I still don't understand why you do that. Here, you
If
know
it's in
those-
a trash can, you shouldn't be able to pull it out
you
and
know those
criminalize anybody.
intrusive thoughts everyone has and tries to tamp down? Well, we put them on paper
Well, who
and
gives
left
a
them at
shit?
our workplace.
Who gives a shit? I mean, it's like. can
Well,
you
this was
really
like
get in-
4 months later.
It's like,
Like,
could you
I was
get-
already gone.
Could
I
you
know.
like, get in trouble for something that's? I mean, it has nothing to do with fucking work. Who gives a shit?
Imagine you left that on your desk
It wasn't left on a desk.
and and someone
oh my god!
found it and was deeply triggered by. Okay, for the folks at home, whatever it is that you're imagining that they wrote, no, you're not imagining right. It's so much worse than that.
So
Not
much
bad.
worse.
I mean, one of the
That.
stories was about explosive shitting.
Well, yeah, that's pretty tame.
Yeah, that was
In
the tame end.
comparison.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really
imagine
treat
though-
that job with any level of respect. You guys
No.
remember I hung a picture of the porn star Belladonna in my
Yeah.
cube.
Yeah.
She was fully clothed,
Yeah.
but somebody wrote on it inappropriate and turned it
Yeah.
around.
What? I can't remember. Somebody got upset because I had a. Oh, who the hell did I have a picture of? Oh, Malcolm X. I had a picture of Malcolm X up, and somebody got upset about
There's
it.
a lot of butt
Oh, well, mine I understand. Yours I don't.
Yeah. Well, he's a revolutionary.
Well, except, I mean, I kind of get it because in contrast to what we're talking about today with the blackening, there were no black people at our
No.
former place of employment.
No.
So maybe that makes sense.
There were, well, after you guys were all gone, I had one black person on service desk.
There you go.
Well, and then later I had a second black person on service desk. So yeah, two. That entire team over the course of 20-some years, we had 2 black people. Yeah.
And only one Paul Bowles.
Yeah, only one Paul Bowles. Did have several people of Latino origin, so. Yeah. So, some representation. I think Josh froze up.
What?
Huh?
No, that's you freezing up.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so one thing that I really, really loved about the movie was okay, so it's not really spoiling anything because by the time you watch it, you're not going to remember this anyway. But
That's true.
there's this character.
Nobody watches our show anyway.
Well, there is that. The four people probably already watched it by the time they get to this 8 years from now. But there's a character named King who makes this Kool-Aid with about half a pound of sugar in it.
Sugar and vodka, yeah.
And they're like, you're going to have diabetes and you're going to get all sorts of cramps and shit. And he's like, whatever, I'm going to power through. About a half hour later, he gets a cramp.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, cramp.
Yeah. He's pouring the bag of sugar and the vodka in the Kool-Aid. And he goes, this is some black shit. And everybody else is like, you know what else is black? Diabetes.
Yeah.
I would have drank it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
oh, by far. I mean,
yeah.
Especially with vodka in it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Back in the day, yeah. I would have slammed that stuff.
Yeah. With my old liver. This new one's a stuck-up bastard.
Yeah. New liver's weak. Can't take it. Can't hack it.
I mean, I don't know that. I'm not supposed to test that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to experiment on it. Well, but let's be clear. That only applies to alcohol. We can dose you with cocaine and see how that goes, right?
I think so. I don't think they test for that.
Yeah, because, you gave up drinking. You didn't give up being awesome.
I might have just argued your point.
Okay, kids. What else we got?
Come on, Joey. Jesus.
Josh is a buddy butthole.
Buddy butthole! For the public to see.
Okay, Joey, it's your turn. Give us your big thoughts.
I don't got anything.
Tell us about,
I'm ready to wrap up.
Don't you have like a giant box set about a bong that murders people or something? Didn't you just get that?
Oh, I've had that for a while.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to talk about the murderous bong. Okay, then. Okay, well, this has been Bloodfest, the podcast. I've been your host, Nate. You could go out on the various areas on the interwebs and try to find us. You will need the onion router to get to the dark web. But once you're on the dankest, darkest, dangerous areas of the dark web, look for Bloodfest the podcast. On Twitter, we're at Bloodfest Pod. On Facebook,
It's not Twitter anymore.
Fuck you, it's Twitter. X, the only X I care about, is gonna give it to you.
It's gonna give it to you, absolutely.
Right? We're Bloodfest Pod on Facebook, Bloodfest Podcast on YouTube, Bloodfest the Podcast on TikTok, Bloodfest the Podcast on Instagram. We're also on MySpace and Faceplace and Yo Mama's Lower Back, where she got us tattooed. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, that's it for this week. Be sure to listen to us next week. You can always go to patreon.com, look us up, and give us a little money. So for Josh, Joey, Casey, who ain't here, Lydia, who also is not here, and all the folks at home, here's our new catchphrase: kangaroos have a penis.